All right, Tracy, he didn't have information on this. And there's actually information here to state, like, hey, while you may not want to quote, build a player the way you think you want to build. So first off, let's look at this get fired up, right? I feel like get fired up is going to play a major factor in this game, right? I'm not going to read through this heavily, but they got fire task, right? You're getting a fired up each ball out different tasks to complete, right? Example, DJ have to make 3 3-point shots in a row. So before Trey was like, yeah, I want to get a block, I'm gonna get every block. But like if you have an El Gigante on your team, he literally has it. So if he gets 3 blocks, that's his task, right? And then he gets the boost to get extended block range. Would you want to ruin that for El Gigante? He's going for a block, and you're like, you get the block. And he's like, oh, if he would have had the block, but you just need to get the block anyway, it's like, oh, could have, played to what works for you, right? You're gonna go, I'm using DJ. I don't really shooting threes. And she literally has good extended shot range and no guard penalty. Come on, that's freestyle terminology, basically saying, hey, you got a man up the 3-point line. You know? So we stick, like, you know your role. It's not wrong with trying to get some of the stats of a play style you like, because again, you still want to play defense at the end of the day. Like, you're not going to say, well, I don't get blocked, because this person has blocked. But then, like, your guy is shooting mid in front of you. You're like, oh, man, I need block. Let me explain why you may not want to look at mainly block, though. I know you was like, oh, block small forward. Look, this game ain't going to work like that. Just getting the one stat, it don't work that way. Let's look more into this, right? So we got stats, right? Player rating attributes. So we actually got information on this too. Like the information is here. Now, what we do with it is what we do with it, right? Like I was using things earlier, and I want to scroll back to the. I can't get to the top. Right? So we got primary stats and secondary stats. Right? So primary stat category, you see it says these may be player facing, and you see secondary stats, some of these would definitely not be player facing. What they're stating is, right, when you're playing, there's stats that you have control on and stats you don't have control on. As far as like, potential upgrades. But you have potential. So like height, you're not going to be able to change. Height, you're probably not changing. Weight, you're not changing. Jump height and dunk range, I think is something they're looking into, but I don't. But if it stays exactly like this, whoever has more dunk range, those are better potential dunkers. So if someone has a dunk at like a 99, but like they have like a dunk range of like let's say we got a 1 through 5, right? So you got like they both have dunks at like a 99. Someone has a dunk range of like a 2, and one has a dunk range of a 5. The person with the 5 is gonna have better dunking. Right? Heck, the person might have a dunk range of a 5, and they might have 80 dunks, so it might equal out, but then they might have, the person with the 80 dunk might have more power, so they can power through with the dunk, so they will still be the better dunker. Like, stats are going to work together in this game. For example, if you want to be someone that can guard the perimeter and get blocks in the perimeter, you can't just look at block. You're going to be looking at block, guard, so it's hard to get, you're so broke. You're going to want speed so you can stay on the ball handle more. Then you want jump because jump allows you to have more height to block. You'll probably have jump height if you're somewhat of a defender. Probably. I can't promise you that, of course. But even if you're not getting blocked, look, if you're playing like someone that has low jump height, maybe you want someone with more jump height. I know Trey's been looking for this. But I'm just trying to state, this ain't freestyle. Okay? This ain't freestyle. This is another type of game. Like, me personally, I love grabbing boards. I didn't see anybody with like a rebound like bonus. But I did see Zamboni with the shove. So I'll actually get into that, why I think Zamboni going to be really like overpowered as a big. Even if he doesn't have like extra block range, he'll be really strong. Won't be as good of a defender, but he can be strong. Right? But all these stats going to something else. Like, for example, DJ, you're going to want to be able to have shots, speed, and maybe from a handle. You're probably, a two-way guard for defense, but just enough handle so you won't get the ball ripped from you, You're still going to want steal, guard, charisma everybody wants. Charisma is basically gone to how much meter you can build. So charisma is going to be important. It's universally going to be good. It doesn't go, oh, well, if I'm a shooting guard or I'm a power forward. You're playing the game, you want charisma. I don't know how you're going to be building stats though. I don't know how we're going to be building stats. So I have to say, oh, you got to put these amount of points here and this. I don't know. We don't know anything about any trait either. We just know Shen's going to be really strong in the game. Right? So let me look back at Zamboni, right? Tell you what I'm going to be doing. I don't want to make this long. It's already 5 minutes. Right? So we're going to look back at to get fired up, right? I'm probably using Zamboni. I want to use El Gigante, but I know a lot of players probably use them. Zamboni won't be used properly at first. I'm going to take advantage of the cheese he's going to have. Because he's going to have 3 shoves in a row. And the 3 shoves is going to give him increased power and no stamina drain on shoves. That is probably picks, right? Picks, post-ups. It might work on defense, I don't know. But no penalty, if I can land it, that's great. That's how I'm going to be getting open. I don't have dribble, but if I can throw someone out the way, I'm going to be trying to maximize power. There's no way in this world where I would say I want power for this, right? Again, we're going to be ending shortly. But yeah, I'm probably looking to get let's look at stats, right? For Zamboni, I'm going to want to form a jump just so I can be able to block better, jump for these dunks better. Of course, I want power, right? I want to have speed to keep up with centers. I'm going to be slower. I already know I'm going to be slower because of the weight. If I have enough speed to keep up with the other like mobile centers, that'll be good enough. Not faster, but keep up, right? Shots, just enough so I can make shots to maybe mid-range, definitely around the basket, right? Handle won't matter. Dunk, I want to max up. I want to get as much dunk as I can. Not saying that's gonna, have 99 dunk, max dunk, but with the power I have, I'm gonna want dunk. I'm gonna want to posterize it. I want to jump up for alley-oops and be a terror in the paint to make 2 players want to guard me at times. So if I go for alley-oop, 2 players run to me, I get the ball, I see someone else, I'll pass back at someone else while I'm going for alley-oop. This is what I'm planning on doing. I want enough passing to be able to pass the ball to wherever I can in half-court setting, whether it's a slow pass or a fast pass. I don't know how that works 100% yet, but it's something to think about. Right steal, probably not gonna be for me. I'll have power, I'll shove someone out the way for the ball. Right, rebound, something I'm gonna want. Don't know if I'll maximize it. Why? Because I'm looking to take advantage of shoving. I want to shove on a rebound. I want to shove on the fast break if possible. I want to shove as much as I can, because then if I can sort of shove for a pick and roll, if I'm playing with a DJ, if I'm playing with someone that shoots mid-range, maybe somebody wants to go for a dunk, I'm making openings because I'm shoving somebody out to play. That's the whole point, to knock somebody out. Now, maybe they don't stay on the floor for like 5 seconds. Hey, that's tough if they don't. But if I could just keep knocking people down, that's going to be annoying. Players don't want to figure out how to play against it. It'll probably get nerfed once it's dead. I'm abusing it. But yeah, don't want to make this video too long. Hey, y'all tell me, what player you planning on trying to make, right? Like me, like I said, I'm choosing Zamboni. I already know I'm trying to play like to his strengths. I'm trying to knock somebody out, go for alley. Not really supposed to, try to get the ball and, dunk. But if that's possible, cool, we'll go with that, right? But I'm really trying to play like a support, but still aggressive. I'm playing as an aggressive support, but I still want to be able to guard people. Probably not a help defender. If I need to really start playing like that, I'm going to use El Gigante. I probably still shove people out the way in general, but Zamboni gets them. If I'm using El Gigante, I probably have to get enough power to prevent that from happening. Probably get some stamina, build up some defense, but, maybe a jump shot to counteract the Zamboni shoving. I'll just stay away from it. Thank you for watching the video, like and subscribing, because you can put that subscribe button that's right over here. And don't forget, you can watch the videos over here. I want to see you in there too, all right? You enjoy yourself.